Here's why I'm fired up. First of all, I want to say this first, so that way everyone knows that I'm not a complete moron. And I'm not.
Yes.
Coach K is right. Everything he said is correct.
Yes.
There is a pandemic going on, Tate. It is bad. It is getting worse. The idea of playing amateur sports in this pandemic is insane. It makes no sense. Jay Billis was saying it during the Illinois Duke game.
Yeah.
In that regard, what Coach K said, basically bullet points are, I don't know if we should be playing right now given the state of the world. I don't know if all of that makes sense. That is not the issue. The issue is he could have said this. It has been 272 days between when the 2020 NCAA tournament was canceled and Duke got their brains beat in by Illinois Tate. Mm-hmm. At any point during that time, Coach K should have been like, we probably shouldn't play. He could have said that. And I know he's thrown out the ideas of everyone get into the tournament. Maybe we come up with a different system, whatever. Coach K has not thrown his weight behind in a public way. He has not said, this is asinine that we're playing. We should not be doing this. Until now. So this idea that we're haters, and I'm saying you and I and everyone else that's pointing out the fact that he's only saying this because he's 2-2 and there's no hope in sight, and they're not good. They're not a good basketball team. I mean, they're not if you're talking panic button, Kentucky is in a worse spot given who Kentucky lost to and how they lost. Duke's 2 losses are defensible. They're pretty good teams, but they do not inspire confidence. When you watch Duke play basketball, it is not a team that you're like, all right, if they can click a few things, they're going to be pretty good. If Coach K doesn't want to play, if he doesn't want his team to play, don't play. Nobody's stopping you, K. Take your that's what they've decided. They decided they're done with non-conference. Good for you. Be done. You don't have to you don't have to stand on your soapbox right after you get your brains beat in by Illinois and say, I don't know if college basketball should be playing. On Friday, they beat Bellarmine, which is a parentheses team. I don't even know what state that is. Put it in parentheses and let me know. They destroyed Bellarmine. He very easily could have come out after that game and done a public thing and done a video that he shot in his office with the USA logo on his thing and said, I don't think we should be playing. I know we just won. I know we're back on the winning ways after we lost to Michigan State. Now we just won. All that's great. I don't think we should be playing. Maybe do it then, Kay. What's changed between Friday and now, Tate? What has changed? Nothing has changed.
We saw the graphic. You said you didn't know if you could see Brad Underwood winning in Cameron Indoor, but we did see the graphic that Duke has lost multiple non-conference games at Cameron Indoor for the first time in 37 years. That is where we are, and that is where Coach K is. And then he goes into player safety, which you and I, like we said, we are a player safety first podcast, first and foremost.
Always have been.
Always have been, always will be. The mental and physical health of the players and the staff, we are always going to put that first and foremost. He says they have to assess that, but like you mentioned, if you don't want to play the game, don't play the games.
Just
whatever.
You're
not going to play
hard.
You're not going to play Gardner Webb. Okay.
That's the point. I guess is being lost is that a lot.
But
of
next
people,
Wednesday we'll be at Notre Dame and we'll see you there.
Don't play
what
Notre
are you
Dame.
talking? What?
What are you doing, Kay? Don't play Notre Dame. No one is making. I know the ACC quote unquote is making you play Notre Dame. They're not.
What?
I promise you, Mike Krzyzewski.
How are you taking the moral
down,
high ground, but you're playing the ACC game next Wednesday night? Your kids are going to go home for Christmas break, but not actually on Christmas. What, Mark Titus? What are we talking about? Why? What? Wait, what?
Wait, what? Seth Greenberg, to his credit, who I like to make jokes about any chance I can get, but he has been making this point over and over that the NCAA is not mandating that we've made this point on the show. The NCAA does not mandate you have to play this or this. I know there's a thing with their tournament this year. There's a certain number of games they have to play. I get that. We all know they would fight. If Coach K doesn't want to get that out of my face. So this idea that we're blaming that the NCAA quote unquote, the shadowy figure, Mark Emmert himself from on high, looked down and said, Duke, you must play Illinois as this pandemic rages on. That did not happen, Tate. No one told Coach K you have to play, and I get the idea that the ACC told him. Yeah. But again, let's be practical about this. Mike Krzyzewski says, I don't want to play. He's not playing, and there's nothing anyone's doing about it. There's the ACC offices aren't saying, no, you must play or don't play. No one's making you play. It's fine. I'm fired up. I'm fired up about it.